What's good, everybody? I'm Jerry. About to check out John Cena, and the mid card was legendary. This video is about wrestling, bruh. John Cena back in 2015 became United States champion when he beat Rusev at WrestleMania 31, and the next night he started the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge, challenging anybody who stepped up to him. Every week was a U.S. Championship match where we got to see him elevate stars like such as Sami Zayn answered it, Neville, Cesaro, Rusev himself I think answered the challenge one time, Dean Ambrose, and he ultimately lost the championship to Seth Rollins, I believe, and he won it back, and he lost it again to Alberto Del Rio around like October of 2015. So that legendary run when he was United States champion was incredible, man. So you about to hop to this video and see. Let's go.
John Cena in 2015 was definitely dropped down to the mid-card. He got a hold of the United States Championship. That title felt more important than the WWE Championship.
What?
Bro was getting deep into his bag during his matches, pointing out different moves like tornado DDTs, flips, and springboard stunning. If he had this in his moveset during his Super Cena run, he would have been even more open. Cena started his chase after the U.S. title when Rusev interrupted his backstage interview, snatching a microphone out of Tom Phillips' hands and got to yapping in Russian. Cena pushes him and they start getting in each other's face until other superstars come to break it up. Rusev that year was built like a monster with him being on undefeated streak with the U.S. title. Once Rusev stomps on your back, go ahead.
Accolade.
Before he puts the accolade on you, because you ain't getting out of it. Imagine this version of Rusev going against IC title reign Gunther.
Boy.
Disrespect to America, and him and Lana will be shouting out Vladimir Putin during a segment. Cena first challenged Rusev at Fastlane, but Rusev ends up defeating him by submission. Cena asked for a rematch at WrestleMania. Rusev refused, so Cena had to put him in.
That would have been a good match, Rusev versus
until Lana agreed.
Gunther.
Cena got his get back by defeating Rusev in a hard-fought match and his
WrestleMania.
After the United States Championship at WrestleMania 31.
Rusev was never the same after that.
It was something you had to get used to seeing because you felt he was bigger than the championship itself. On the March 30th edition of Monday Night Raw, the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge debuted. Cena explains the purpose of the U.S. Open Challenge on the WWE Break It Down podcast. The theme of the U.S. title Open Challenge for me was for the performers to showcase what they could do, and I wanted to make it a little commercial for the person challenging me, because if you were to answer an Open Challenge, that's kind of how I got my start. So I wanted to get the same opportunity back. And I think this was no different.
Okay.
Dean Ambrose was the first guy to answer the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge. Dean had a good showing in the match, and it looked like he was going to end Cena first day with the championship.
Big match John. That's where that term came from, doing that run. JBL gave it to him.
Stardust answered Cena's Open Challenge the following week. The match also won in 2015. 9 years from now, Stardust will end up becoming the face of WWE. Him and Cena had a good little match. Cena had one of his Open Challenges in the United States. Barry had to come out and represent. I had got flashbacks from the Nexus days. Cena got the win over Bad News Barry in a hard-hitting match. Rusev won his rematch for the U.S. title, so he attacked Cena backstage with a Russian chain.
I think they had an I Quit match. No, wrestling chain match.
Cena got the W. Kane will answer one of Cena's challenges, and I don't know why Unc was even out here. These Open Challenges were for the Young Bulls. This is one of the sport brand line with the authority.
He called them.
He wrestled in slacks and elbow pads. Nigga, that was bad in-ring accessories, I ain't gonna lie. This the Kane I grew up on. Cena ends up winning and sends Kane to the back to get Triple H some coffee. As the U.S. Open Challenge continues, a Hall of Famer made an appearance. Goldberg's biggest op, Bret the Hitman Hart. He was there to endorse.
He brought out Sami Zayn.
NXT's top superstars. Sami Zayn.
Sammy actually got injured during the match.
This was a good-ass match. Cena won the match, but WWE decided they wanted Sami to defeat Cena for the U.S. title that night.
He actually got injured right before the match, actually.
Neville answered the U.S. Open Challenge.
Neville was in peak shape.
And that with anybody, because Neville was fast as hell. In defeat, Cena was making stars, elevating the roster. Rusev tried for the second time to capture the U.S. title from Cena. This time in a I Quit match at Payback. Rusev should have just forfeited the match. We seen Randy Orton handcuff Cena to a ring post, beat him with a kendo stick, and also try blowing this nigga up.
Didn't work.
Still walk our WWE champion. Things got more interesting on the May 18th edition of Monday Night Raw when Kevin Owens came out to Cena's Open Challenge.
The match that they had at Money in the Bank that year was so good. The first match they ever had.
I've been doing this longer than you. The only difference, I'm just getting my break now, so don't ever give me advice. He tells Cena they will end up fighting one day. He cheap shots Cena. He power bombs him. Then he still won the U.S. title. They were really building up Kevin Owens
disrespectful
to the U.S. title. Cena had another successful title defense against Zack Ryder before him and Owens were scheduled to go one-on-one at the Elimination Chamber in a champion versus champion match. The day of the match, I'm not thinking Owens was going to defeat Cena, but he actually ends up doing that.
Yeah, he beat him.
Defeating Cena clean was still a huge deal at this point. He's 46 years old today and can't get a singles win to save his life. Still on the coast though. Cena and Owens ran it back and Money in the Bank for the United States Championship this time. The match was similar to their first match at Elimination Chamber with Cena winning.
That match was good.
1-1 between them in this feud. Cesaro answered Cena's open challenge back-to-back weeks because the first one was interrupted by Kevin Owens. Cesaro was so underrated in WWE. The lack of mask skills.
Hella underrated.
He's another guy I don't think anyone would have complained if he was the one who defeated Cena for the U.S. title. The Cena and Owens feud came to an end at Battleground where Cena was the one to come out on top. Seth Rollins, the WWE champion.
That SummerSlam match they had was so good too.
Wasn't at Battleground. Cena interrupted Seth Rollins and told him actions speak louder than words. And people lost respect for the WWE title because of him. And those same people gained more respect for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Seth tells Cena to don't talk to him like he's a little boy and that the U.S. Open Challenge don't mean anything. And he could keep on doing them while he be the champion. And Seth go in between the ropes trying to leave the ring. Cena tells him, go ahead and do like you always do. Run away from every single challenge that you had since being the so-called champ. He raised the U.S. title saying the champ is here. To follow up saying, it's not the title that makes the man.
It's the man that makes the title.
He calls Seth a joke and tells him if he wants to be a man to step up to him. Cena throws the mic and the title on the ground to wait on Seth to make a move.
Whoa.
Seth took off his shirt just to not stand on business and leaves. The following Raw, the Authority kicked off the show. Seth was calling himself the greatest champion of all time because of his Money in the Bank cash-in at WrestleMania and told the crowd he was walking out of Battleground as the WWE champion. Cena comes out and tells Triple H and Stephanie McMahon he don't mean to interrupt them, but he do for Seth. He calls Seth the arrogant jackass.
Damn.
All the Hall of Famers that held the championship, you really proclaim yourself to be the greatest? Cena says he disagrees and calls him a joke and that they need to find out who is telling the truth. He said he's not going to accept a damn thing about it because he asked him last week and he tucked his tail. He asked Triple H and Stephanie and said he told them how they like to do stuff for business. So how about for the first time ever, we see Seth Rollins become a man and we have a match. Seth Rollins versus John Cena for the WWE Championship tonight. Seth refused and told Cena to shut the hell up and that this isn't like your little United States Championship. This is the WWE Championship. You have to earn your opportunity. Stephanie McMahon says we need to put it to the people. She asked the crowd if they want to see John Cena versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. The crowd chants. She says, for the first time ever, I say no. She agrees with Seth saying Cena has to earn the opportunity. Triple H steps in and says we will have Seth Rollins versus John Cena for the United States Championship because that is what's best for business. Cena and Seth have a fire match later that night. Cena got his nose broken during it.
Yeah, he had to get emergency surgery.
This now made Cena the #1 contender to challenge Seth for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Since Seth's title was on the line, he wanted Cena U.S. title on the line as well to make a title versus title match.
Winner takes all.
Live, the crowd was
John Stewart.
Cena and Seth had to get deep into their bags in the match. Seth hit a roll-up attitude adjustment on John Cena. Cena put up a for a leg lock on Seth Rollins. They both were cooking, but WWE ruined the ending having John Cena to call Cena the match. Seth wins the U.S. title.
That had to been Vince McMahon's idea to do that stupid shit.
Shout out to Seth Rollins. He was having an all-time run that year. And this is arguably him at his very best before the knee injury.
Yeah, it was.
Cena recaptured the U.S. title at Night of Champions, but it didn't hit the same like it did the first time when he won it back at WrestleMania. Seth only had it for a month, and when Cena won the title right back, he only had it for a month as well.
Yeah, Cena lost to Alberto Del Rio.
It didn't do anything for Alberto.
Then he went away after that.
If this was going to be Cena last time holding the U.S. title, they should have just had a younger talent who wasn't established.
Yeah, it kind of made sense because Del Rio has just returned.
WWE is trying now to bring back hype to the U.S. title with Logan Paul's big social media influence. The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge was important for several reasons. It provided an opportunity for lesser-known wrestlers to showcase their talent on a big stage. It kept the U.S. Championship scene dynamic, exciting, and it allowed Cena to elevate the championship and its prestige.
If anybody could have won it, it should have been Cesaro. No lie. Well, they could have did something bigger with Cesaro by elevating him to the main event.
Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Thanks for watching, and I'm out, bro.
Alright, y'all, great video, man. Let me know down below in the comments on what y'all thought of my reaction to this video. Like, comment, subscribe. But till next time, I'm out. Peace.